There's a fruit that does something no other fruit on earth does. When it dries naturally, still hanging on the branch, untouched, in open air, your brain does not register it as similar to honey. Your brain registers it as honey. Not a metaphor, not a comparison. The texture is thick, the color is gold and amber, the flavor is deep, caramel layered, and it dissolves the moment it touches your tongue. No bees produced it, no hive was involved, no expensive equipment, no colony management, just a tree, standing in dry, cracked, nearly barren soil, producing this fruit every single autumn, year after year, for up to 6 decades straight. That fruit is called jujube, and the fact that most people watching this have never tasted one is not an accident. Welcome to Nature's Forgotten World. Wyatt here, and today we pull back the curtain on one of the most suppressed, overlooked, and extraordinary foods in human history. If this kind of hidden knowledge matters to you, subscribe right now and hit the bell. Share this with someone who deserves to know. Across Asia, jujube is not a niche crop, it is a civilization crop. More than 5 million acres are currently under jujube cultivation. In large portions of northern China, jujube trees outnumber apple trees. Over 2 billion people consume it regularly. In Chinese agricultural history, it is ranked among the most critical food trees ever cultivated, not regionally, not seasonally, but across thousands of years and dozens of dynasties. In the United States, fewer than 1,000 commercial acres, not because the climate rejects it. Jujube actually thrives across most of America's growing zones. The reason it disappeared from American agriculture is something Wyatt is going to walk you through, and it involves money, chemicals, and a USDA decision that quietly erased a man's life work. Drop a comment below. Had you ever heard of jujube before this video? Let's see how far this knowledge has actually traveled. Here is the global food problem nobody talks about enough. Honey prices are climbing. Beekeepers across North America are losing an average of 40% of their colonies every year, decimated by varroa mites, systemic pesticide exposure, and habitat loss. The global honey supply chain has become riddled with fraud, so sophisticated it has earned its own term, honey laundering. Fake honey manufactured from corn syrup, rice syrup, and cheap fillers is routed through 3 or 4 intermediary countries specifically to erase its origin. By the time it reaches your grocery shelf, it carries a clean label and zero accountability. Industry watchdogs estimate that a significant portion of commercially available honey in global markets contains adulterants. You cannot verify it. You cannot trace it. Jujube eliminates this problem entirely. When the fruit dries on your own tree in your own yard, the carbohydrate density it contains, comparable gram for gram to honey, is 100% unalterable. You cannot dilute a fruit hanging on a branch. You cannot counterfeit it. You cannot launder it through 3 countries. What you harvest is exactly what nature produced. That is the highest guarantee of food purity available to any person today. Like this video if that truth hit different, and share it because this is the kind of knowledge people are actively kept from finding. Fresh jujube tastes like a crisp apple, mildly sweet, firm, refreshing. But let the fruit remain on the branch as autumn temperatures drop and moisture evaporates, and a biological transformation takes place. The water content falls from roughly 80% down to below 20%. Sugars concentrate, flavor compounds intensify, the fruit becomes chewy, dense, dark, and that signature honey caramel profile emerges. What is inside that dried fruit nutritionally? Complex carbohydrates for sustained energy, dietary fiber to slow sugar absorption and regulate blood glucose, iron for red blood cell production, potassium for cardiovascular support, vitamin C in fresh jujube, concentrations rival citrus fruits. Beyond basic nutrition, researchers have identified triterpenic acids, flavonoids, polysaccharides, and saponin compounds called jujubicides that interact directly with the nervous system. A randomized clinical trial conducted in 2015 found that jujube seed extract measurably improved sleep quality in patients suffering from chronic insomnia. A comprehensive meta-analysis published in 2020 reported statistically significant anxiety-reducing effects from jujube supplementation. Traditional Chinese medicine documented these effects over 2,000 years ago. Modern science is only now catching up with what ancient agricultural civilizations already knew. This is not a supplement, it is a food, one that tastes like dessert and behaves like medicine. In 1905, the USDA dispatched a plant explorer named Edmund Carroll, a botanist and field researcher who spent years walking across Central Asia and northern China, crossing mountain ranges and desert terrain on foot to collect agricultural specimens that could transform American farming. Carroll documented jujube extensively. He watched rural Chinese villages store dried jujubes in sealed clay jars throughout winter as a primary food source. He observed children consuming them the way American children ate candy, except those children were getting iron, fiber, and complex carbohydrates instead of refined sugar. He cataloged dozens of superior cultivars. He shipped them back across the Pacific with urgent correspondence to Washington, urging immediate cultivation trials. Those trees arrived. They were planted. At research stations in California and across the Southwest, jujube flourished exactly as Carroll had predicted: hardy, productive, disease-resistant, and requiring almost no agricultural input once established. Then the funding stopped. The USDA quietly defunded the program. The research stations moved resources toward crops that required annual pesticide contracts, chemical treatments, and industrial support systems. Carroll's collection, some of the most genetically valuable jujube ever brought to the West, died from deliberate neglect, not from disease, not from climate, from indifference that served an economic interest. Subscribe to Nature's Forgotten World if you want to keep finding the stories that never make it into mainstream agriculture coverage. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is economics, and once you understand the structure, everything makes sense. The modern retail food system is engineered around perishability. Strawberries mold within 4 days, peaches bruise in transit. Apples require cold storage facilities, ethylene management, and repeated chemical treatments just to reach shelves in acceptable condition. Fragile products force consumers to return weekly. Recurring purchases generate recurring revenue. The entire supply chain, from chemical companies to cold storage logistics to retail shelf rotation, depends on food that does not last. Dried jujube, harvested once per autumn, stores at room temperature for months without refrigeration. No preservatives, no processing. A single mature tree produces 18 to 45 kilograms of fruit per year for 50 to 60 years. One planting, decades of yield, no recurring purchase required. A food system built on dependency cannot profit from a fruit built on permanence. That is the economic truth behind jujube's absence from Western agriculture. Jujube withstands conditions that destroy conventional orchards. It survives freezing temperatures down to -29 degrees Celsius in winter and sustained heat up to 43 degrees Celsius in summer. It produces viable yields in soils receiving fewer than 200 millimeters of annual rainfall. It tolerates alkaline soils that damage most fruit trees. In North American growing environments, it has virtually no significant pest pressure, no fire blight, no fruit borers, no brown rot. Apple growers spray pesticide cycles multiple times per season. Peach operations require fungicide rotations. Jujube requires almost none of this, and that single fact, you cannot sell chemicals to a tree that never gets sick, explains more about its agricultural invisibility than any other factor. Growing jujube requires almost no expertise. Plant 2 different varieties for cross-pollination. Lang and Li are the most recommended pairing for North American growers. Lang produces denser, drier fruit with higher carbohydrate concentration, ideal for the natural honey-like dried product. Li produces juicier, crisper fresh fruit, better suited for apple-style eating. Plant in full sun. Water consistently through the first growing season. After establishment, the tree demands almost nothing. It spreads through root suckers. One tree can expand into a productive cluster over time. Fruit production begins in year 2. By years 4 and 5, yields surge significantly. By year 10, expect 36 kilograms or more annually for decades. One purchase, one season of care. 60 years of harvest. There is an ancient Chinese proverb, "Eat 3 jujubes daily and you will not age." Whether literal or cultural shorthand, what it reflects is something measurable. Multiple independent civilizations across separate continents and centuries arrived at the same conclusion about this fruit. When a plant survives as a food staple across thousands of years and billions of people, that is not coincidence. That is a consensus older than any nutritional science we have. Some agricultural systems are built on fragility, on inputs, on dependency, on recurring transactions. Jujube was built on permanence. It does not compete with honey as a product. It competes with the idea that your food supply must be controlled by someone else. This knowledge was buried once. Nature's forgotten ground exists, so it does not get buried again. Share this video, leave a comment, subscribe, and the next time someone asks you what grows on forgotten ground, you will know the answer.